Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video I am super excited to finally test out and review the all-in-one power solution from Linogy, and this is for your AA and AAA rechargeable batteries. Now what I mean by the all-in-one power solution is, on the very top, this is your 8-bay charger. So you can charge your AA's and AAA's. You also have a tester right there, so you can test the quality of the battery, if it is completely dead, if it's just low in battery, or if it's good. And then you also have your organizer on the bottom, which this is able to organize and store up to 40 batteries. Now what's really cool is that once all of these batteries on the very top are fully charged, which means that they are all the lit green, they will automatically drop into your organizer box. Oh, it did it! So they're not going to sit there and overcharge or over voltage or anything like that. So the moment they get to 100% and they're all done, they will all just automatically fall in. Now, when it comes down to these batteries here, and we compare them versus some other batteries. So these are the batteries from Linogy. I have some AA's and I also have some AAA's. Now the Linogy batteries, these are lithium ion. They have higher capacity and higher output, which means that this one has a higher output of 1.5 volt versus 1.2. So what that means is that this fan is able to go faster, longer. It means that this flashlight is able to go brighter for longer. And also with the capacity for the Linogy batteries, when it comes down to the AA, these are 3,600 milliwatt hours. And when it comes down to some of these other ones, so the Energizer one, this is 2,300. The Amazon Basic, these are 2,000. So when you look at 2,000 versus 2,300, and you're having the Linogy being at 3,600. Then when you take a look at the AAA's, which right now I do have the AAA's charging right there. They go in these little capsules to make them larger to fit into the bay, which is made for AA's. So you can charge your AA's and AAA's with that little capsule there. So the ones from Linogy, when it comes down to the AAA's, those are 1,300 milliwatt hours. And these ones from Amazon Basic are just 800 milliamp hours. Now, our household is a huge rechargeable battery home. We never buy those disposable batteries. We hate buying the ones where they're expensive. You use them, they're drained, and then you throw them away. So they only have one life cycle because you can't charge them. So when it comes down to these other ones that we've been using, these regular NIMH batteries, their life expectancy when it comes down to the full battery charge. So if you deplete them all the way down to 0 and you put them back up to 100, you can only recharge these fully about 150 times. For transparency purposes, this is a paid review, but it's not being paid in terms of me going off of their script or being influenced or having this video being approved or make any changes from the company. You guys are seeing it at the same time that they are seeing it. This is just a fee to be shown on this size of channel so I can give you guys a full, honest, true opinion and honest review of all of these batteries, going through all of the tests in an honest way to show you and share with you how Linogy stacks up against the rest. So even if, for some reason, these ones don't even last as long as the Amazon Basics, I can almost guarantee you that they will definitely be more powerful, probably coming up here in that fan test. Now, bringing everything all full circle, these Linogy batteries, not only do they have higher output, they have higher capacities, but they also have much longer full battery life cycle usage, meaning that this Linogy battery is able to be completely depleted to 0, charged up to 100%, 1,200 times. Now, if you compare them versus disposable batteries, just the ones that you buy and you can't recharge them, that means that this one battery is able to replace 1,200 of those. Now, as stated from before, when you are going to give these things a charge, you will place them right inside of there. Now, because the AAA batteries are smaller, you just have to put them into this little container right here, this little contraption. You'll place it in there. Then you'll put it into your little charging bay, and that is it. Now, before we can do anything and do any type of tests and take a look at just how good these batteries are, we have to go through and charge them. So I have it plugged in on the back. On the front, you can see the display, so it can show you how many batteries are charged and also the CO2 that was reduced. Now, this very first bay that you see over here on the right-hand side, this is a power check. This is where you can put in your battery. It's going to blink yellow. It's either going to be detecting the battery or checking to see what the battery level is. So this button right here, if you press it once, it's going to do a battery check. So it's checking the battery. If it tells me yellow, it's low. If it tells me green, it's sufficient when it comes down to battery. If it's red, that means the power is out. So these batteries are perfect for everything, really. Your small electronics, your flashlights, game controllers, remote controls, kids' toys, clocks, cameras, smart door locks, really anything that you would place your double and AAA batteries in, these are going to be a perfect fit. One very heavy usage tech is a smart lock, especially with how many times that has to lock, unlock. Also, if it has its voice commands and voice prompts, so if it's saying locked or unlocked, with how much work that goes into this smart lock. And how much power it is being, needed from these batteries, this right here is going to last way longer than having your standard rechargeable batteries in there. So this test will be pretty fun. I've got this flashlight, it's around the neck. Each of these flashlights are completely independent, so this one will hold one battery, this one holds the other battery. It came with Duracell, and these things do go at 160 lumens, and they're supposed to last for 2 hours at 160 lumen. So because they are regulated for that brightness, obviously they're not going to be any brighter, but we will see at the exact same time, because I'll have a Duracell on the left, I'll have Linogy on the right-hand side. I was actually going to put both of them in, do it independently and just wait for all of them to die. But because this left one is independent of the right one, I can just have one Duracell, one Linogy, and then see how long they're able to last, and see maybe possibly this one on the right. We'll see if it lasts longer. Obviously, it's not going to get any brighter because it is just regulated, for 160 lumen. Okay, so this one over here is Duracell. It's on bright. This one is Linogy. Here is the stopwatch. Start. Then we'll just see which one outlasts the other. So we are officially over the 2-hour mark, but let's see if we could do a comparison. So this is the Duracell. Let's see if I can block that. So looking at the two, this one right here, that one is Linogy. That one is Duracell. Linogy. Duracell. They're very close. I mean, at least with my naked eye, I can easily see that this one is more brighter than this one. I think you guys can probably see that too, hopefully. And there we have it. We have one that is dead, which is going to be the Duracell one. So it's lasted 2 hours and 49 minutes so far. I don't know the exact time that one died. I was actually just eating lunch right now, but at least this one is still going. Let's open it up. All right, let's see. Put the phone down. Open this guy up. There is Linogy and the dead Duracell. Now for the fan test, we will go with Amazon first, and we'll head over to Linogy. Now what I like about this fan right here is that it does allow for different types of power to be put in. So when it comes down to Amazon Basics, when I hit this button right here, you can see how fast it's going, and then what I'm also going to do is just blow it at the mic so you can just hear some of the wind. Now what I'm going to do is head over into the Linogy batteries. Now, because the Linogy batteries has more output, this fan should go just a little bit quicker. Which again, when it comes down to them really hot days, you might want to have a more powerful fan than something that just blows, slightly, and it's not going to cool you off. All right, so now I'm going to blow this one right at the mic. So for me, I can definitely feel and hear that this one is more powerful. Almost kind of what is happening is, let's say that you take this battery pack, right? You know those fans where if you put it on, let's say 1, it's going to just blow. It'll help out a little bit, but it's not going to give a bunch of power. So that is what's happening. So 1 is almost equivalent to the Amazon Basic. When you put it over into 2, where it's able to give more power, that is what is happening with this Linogy battery. That's the best way that I can explain what is happening. The amount of charging that I've done so far and the amount of batteries that I have saved is 4. And you can see that the CO2 has been reduced by 0.426. So this is everything that you'll have inside of your box, which is the quick start guide, your Type-C to Type-C power cable, and then these little capsules right here. This is how you're able to put in your AAA batteries to make them the size of a AA battery, because they will be fitting into these bays right here. Now, when a charge is complete, it's just going to release it and put it right into your little organizing tray. Then right over here, we have our batteries. So we have the 8-pack of the AA Pro, 3,600 milliwatt hours. This one right over here is the AAA, which is 1,300 milliwatt hours. Now look at this. Look how colorful and beautiful these batteries are. We're not going to have that standard just one dull color, that we have. So here are the batteries. Again, these ones are able to have the output of 1.5 volt. They do have the full charge cycle of 1200. And also too, when it comes down to this charger, so this is a 3-in-1. This is a charger, it's a tester, and an organizer. It holds your batteries on the inside. There are 6 layers of protection when it comes down to everything that this can do. So it does have the overcharge protection. It also has the overcurrent protection. You also have the over voltage protection. You have the reverse polarity protection. You have the short circuit protection. And then lastly, you have the under voltage protection. So all the protections that you're looking for, this bay right here can do it all. Now for the scientific portion of today's video, and really all I'm doing is I'm just measuring, making sure that the AA's are the same size, the AAA's are the same size, but I am curious on their weight. I'm curious to see, because Linogy is all about sustainability and recycling, and they also have higher capacities. I'm curious if they weigh more or weigh less while just giving more. So with this scale over here, the first thing that we have to do is put in batteries. So we're gonna be putting in our Linogy batteries. Again, these ones are the AAA's. So as you've seen, I already put in the AAA batteries in there, so I already know that they're gonna all be the exact same sizes, but you know what, for fun, let's just go through and let's put it in there. So I'm at 49.9 millimeters. Then we'll go right here, put this one on there, and same pressure, 49.9, so the exact same size when it comes down to the millimeters there for the AA's. And this is just, again, for fun. So 44 millimeter right there. And then for the Linogy one, 44 millimeter there. So the exact same sizes. Now let's go for their weights. So here is the regular Amazon Basic battery. Place it right there. This one's sitting at 12.7 grams. And that one is fully charged. Here's Linogy that's fully charged. And this one's at 9 grams. So even though it has a higher capacity and a higher output when it comes down to the voltage, it weighs less. And my guess is, I thought it was going to weigh more just because it has higher capacity. My guess is because of the build quality of this battery, there's just not all that little nonsense that's built into the battery. And this one is going to be more safe because if you drop a ton of weight on this battery, it will not explode or leak or anything. These ones over here will. So I believe that with the care that they created these batteries with, there is just less inside, which allows for the higher capacity. So let's see if that's the exact same for these AA batteries. And I can tell right now that that one feels heavier. So this is 28.9 grams. And then Linogy is sitting at 19.4. Checking out the voltages, we'll take a look at Amazon Basics first. So this one, we're at 1.31. For this one right over here, we are 1.33. Now with Linogy, these should be at or above 1.5. So here we are at 1.57. This one right up over here, 1.55. And then for the AAA, this guy is sitting at 1.54. Now the goal of today's video was to show off and demonstrate, hopefully, that the Linogy batteries are more powerful and they can also last longer. It just depends on what they are in. They are definitely more powerful when it came down to the fan, and they're able to last longer in that flashlight. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you guys did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit on subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you guys like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.